If you want to stay at the crown jewel of the area, then the Acapulco Princess is just the place for you. It was already...
It's exciting. It's a great way to spend every day.
And we turn the lens on the paparazzi to expose the tricks of their trade.
Come on, you guys, be careful.
You won't believe what these guys will do to capture that picture-perfect moment.
The bottom line is making money.
Then, quiet on the set.
This is me.
Exactly right.
Hollywood's unsung heroes reveal what it takes to give a little extra for showbiz.
It's just something that I fell into.
All that and more on Hollywood Heat.
I'll look into it.
Hey everyone, I'm Patrick Stinson, and first crack at bat this week, The Dark Knight. The long-awaited sequel in the Batman Adventure series is finally swooping into theaters, and sneak peeks reveal the Caped Crusader and his nemesis, the Joker, played by the late Heath Ledger, deliver quite a few thrills and chills along the way. But if it's a real white-knuckle ride you crave, then join me on a trip down south where some real-life Batmen are giving a whole new meaning to the expression on a wing and a prayer.
Well, what is it today? More spelunking?
No. Today's base jumping.
Base jumping? Is that like parachuting?
Kinda.
When it comes to breathing life into comic book heroes, Hollywood has always soared to new heights of wonder. But if you think death-defying antics like this are merely figments of a special effects artist, think again. So what in the world would possess anyone to jump off a cliff or out of an airplane wearing one of these flying squirrel suits? Well, Hollywood Heat came to Zephyr Hills, Florida to find out. This tiny community just outside Tampa, you see, is a mecca for those who worship the heavens. You don't have to be a devout daredevil to join this sect, but it's a great place to hang if you want to fall in with a couple of real-life Batmen like Robert Jones and Baxter Gillespie. At what point in your life did you decide, I want to jump out of airplanes and do that for the rest of my life?
Pretty much as a teenager. Saw some footage back in the 80s and just hooked ever since. As soon as I was old enough to do it, started, found a place and started.
I was rock climbing early on and
Fell?
took a big lead fall rock climbing, and I was like, that free fall is pretty exciting. It was a lot easier going down than it was going up.
Gravity works in your favor, doesn't it?
Exactly right. Gravity's your friend sometimes.
Since then, this dynamic duo has taken the sport of free fall into a completely higher level. Some call it base jumping, others call it wingsuit flying. I call it just plain nuts.
It's exciting. It's a great way to spend every day and not in an office. You're out here in the beautiful sunshine, the sky, free falling out of airplanes.
How many wingsuit jumps have you done? You have any idea?
I think it's in the thousands between us.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So we're in good company today.
Pretty much. And wingsuit flying goes all the way back to Da Vinci and all the way through time. Before people did it successfully as they do today, they would jump off various objects. Pretty unsuccessful then.
Those early wingsuit guys, they got one jump. There wasn't a second go at it. We fortunately get to do it every day, over and over again, quite a bit.
So I'm looking at one of the infamous wingsuits, right?
That's right. This is the wingsuit. And what it consists of is the normal parachute system that every skydiver would have. And all that's attached to a wingsuit, which is the fabric that you see here in the orange and black. And you get that added benefit of being able to get the 120 miles an hour forward and the 30 mile an hour fall rate.
And when you're in flight, what happens to these suits?
The air feeds in to these inlets in the side here and in the front of the suit and basically makes it balloon up.
You have to feel like a badass when you're up there, don't you?
There's a good sensation of you're having a lot of fun.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you're screaming across the sky, it's a good thrill.
And of course, when it comes to good thrills, Hollywood is always up for a piece of the action.
One that stands out the most is one of the Tomb Raider films that had some real live wingsuit jumping.
Was Angelina Jolie wing jumping?
No, she was in front of the CGI for the close-ups, but all of the jumping that was in there were live action shots.
I'm more of the down-to-earth type, but I thought I'd step into a wingsuit just to see if I could feel that need for speed.
I would like to be referred to as the Condor from now on.
Ultimately, this condor turned chicken and decided to trade the wingsuit for much simpler and far safer gear.
All right, Patrick, you're going up. You're going to need this.
All right, what is this?
This is a tandem harness, so put your arm in that one. Put that one over there.
But I'm not jumping, Molly.
You're not jumping. Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But what this is going to do is going to keep you strapped into the plane because we're going to come down with the door open.
Are they going to close the door eventually?
No, we're going to leave it open all the way down.
All right.
So if you want to, go out the door, all right.
I'm not jumping. I want to be locked in.
All right. This will keep you snug and tight. Oh,
Keep me in the plane.
that will keep you in the plane if you want to stay in the plane.
I do want to stay in the plane.
All right.
All right, good. Let's go.
Good to go. Let's go.
Yeah.
And on that note of confidence, off we march to conquer the wild blue yonder. And it's here at more than 13,000 feet up where that feeling of sheer exhilaration finally kicks in. Or in my case, sheer terror.
As you're flying, what's that sensation like? Describe that for me if you can.
It's just a complete and unencumbered experience of flying because all you have is your arms and limbs as wing forms and then fabric between that. So it's a true form of flight.
Every movement of your body is an input into the suit, and it changes whether it's your angle of attack, your fall rate, or the speed in which you're moving forward. Not to sound too esoteric, but wingsuit flying is a bit artistic. And that's one of the interesting parts about it.
You're always learning and getting a better understanding of different aspects. So it's anytime if you ever feel that you've mastered it, then it's time to give up because you've really closed your mind and stopped learning.
Nice one. Yeah. Killer.
Those guys are special people. Now, sure, leaping out of planes might be fun if you happen to be an aspiring superhero with a death wish, but for us mere mortals, wingsuit diving is best left to the pros. I'm kind of hanging on for life there. Someone should have warned me before I accepted this assignment that they would be flying with an open door. That is not cool. Al fresco might be fine for dining, but when you're 13,000 feet up in the air, this form of travel is strictly for the birds, and I was scared to death. Still, if you're like me, you probably dreamed about being a superhero when you were a kid, or maybe you even dressed up like one. Well, since action flicks are all the rage this summer, we thought it would be fun to have the stars do a little fantasizing about their own superhero fetishes.
Yeah, I can fly.
It's the summer of the superhero, from Iron Man
Go, Speed, go!
to Speed Racer,
Oh, crap.
Hellboy 2, The Incredible Hulk, and Batman's The Dark Knight.
Kill the Batman.
Superheroes and their super outfits are on big screens and in stores everywhere. So we asked the stars about this summer's hot movie trend, and if they could be a champion of all things good and evil, who would it be and what would they wear?
I mean, if anybody's looking for the new Wonder Woman, I'm right here.
Hairspray Nikki Blonsky says she's always wanted to be an ultra-hip heroine.
My own superhero outfit, I think it would be a really cute spandex, dress to here.